What's up, everybody? It's Kyle, Proctor Classic Snowmobile Challenge. Part 4 of that stupid Lynx. That was 50 bucks. I ordered some parts. I'll show you them here in a little while. But I got one of the bushings off one of the skis. Wasn't really fun, but I'll show you how to do it. And racing season just around the corner, so go to your local dirt track. All right, so I got the other one off already. And now this one went outside, or I torched it in my garage, but torched this part of the ski off. Bolt broke off, getting this one out. So basically I'm gonna heat it up, and you're gonna need some Marvel mystery oil. And if you're married, get your wife's candle, or if you're like me, steal your own candle and break it apart, because candle wax does tricks. So I'm gonna start getting this hot and let you know. All right, get the hot wrenches out and just try not to burn down the garage, and then just slowly heat this up. All right, so once you got it really hot and red, take that candle wax you stole and just start melting it in there. The candle wax will start on fire once in a while, because this is a scented candle, because I don't have any others, but just melt it in there and put out the fire as it happens. And the candle wax will just get sucked down in there and start loosening everything up. Like I said, this is a lot of fun. Candle wax get hot, burn hands. So, you know, it's what I want to be doing right now. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna let that work in there while I open up the garage doors again, because obviously it smokes like a son of a gun. So the candle wax worked its way in. Now I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of Marvel. The garage isn't smoky enough, so. And this, it basically does the same as the candle wax. It's just the heat draws it in, and it should break loose the rust and the corrosion that's holding this steel bushing on this steel bolt. And as I'm doing this, I can watch. You can't see on the camera because I can barely see in front of me with all the smoke, but I can see that the Marvel mystery oil is working its way down and it's boiling out the bottom of the bolt. So this thing should be ready to try to hammer through. We'll give it a little more just to double check. All right, worked a bunch of candle wax through there, did some Marvel. It doesn't want to move yet. So we're gonna heat it up again. So the one thing nice about using a scented candle, this one was glazed cinnamon buns. Garage smells really good. Don't worry, it'll start on fire. Not the garage, just this metal in the candle wax. Well, I hope not the garage. Way too hard to build. Hey, told you it gets hot, very hot. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep heating it, melting candle wax in it, hitting it with some Marvel, and I'll let you know when I start getting her to loosen up. All right, heated up a second time, more candle wax, more marble, heated a bunch of time with the hammer, got it moving. So now let's see if I can get the goddamn thing out of here on camera. Don't worry, it's hot. It's definitely hot. But I got this sweet blue rag that's super insulated. Yeah, come right out now. There you go. Now, we take that, bring it to the sink to cool off so we don't burn ourselves anymore. Throw it in the sink. Try to get it in the water. Only takes a few seconds and should be cooled off where I can grab it and show you what we got to do now. They're not in bad shape. Now that they're not completely rusted. Okay, we're good there. Okay, we're done making flames. We can shut the garage doors. All right, number one, number two. They're both off. Now I got to get them all cleaned up because they get a little, they're rusted, they're pitty, they're crappy looking. They got a little hot there, so it melted a little bit, but clean them up with sandpaper, try to make them look nice and smooth, and then show you what I got in the mail today from a local guy, and we'll start putting this thing together. All right, got them cleaned up. The black parts are where it's really pitted, doesn't matter. It's all gonna hold grease. So now I'm gonna throw it all one side together on video, and yeah. All right, got the bushing. I got grease down here. I have a rag, gonna need it. So first thing we're gonna do, that's way too much grease, but grease the outside of the bushing. I mean, like a lot. A lot of it's gonna come out each side, but you want it covered very, very good, okay? Because you don't want to really actually take this apart every year, but you should. Maybe every other year, but. So grease the heck out of that. And then go ahead and push it in. When you push it in, push it past as far as you can with your little finger and take all this grease, put it back on this side, and then push it back in. Now wipe your frickin' hands off because they're full of grease. Even though you're gonna need more grease here in a second, but. And you can clean up the hog's leg a little bit. I mean, it's fresh paint, gotta keep it clean. All right, now, grab your bolt. Kind of do the same thing. Put a generous amount of grease on the bolt. Because you don't want that season again. Because that's a lot of freaking hot wrenches and a lot of time you never want to have to spend again while you own that sled. And wipe your hand off the best you can while you're holding a greasy bolt. And now the fun part. I should have test fitted this first because I forgot some parts. Be right back. All right, I forgot about this piece. So that goes in there like so. And then we gotta get the ski, line up in them grooves. And this is gonna be a lot of fun, but that should get in there. There's pressure because of that rubber guy. Once we get it started, then we'll slide in until it gets to the other end. And now we're gonna try to hope it goes through the other side. It's close. It's real close. I'll get her. Hold on. All right, so off video, I just dropped it on the ground, picked up the inside of the ski, tapped with a little hammer, it went right in. So, washer, nut, tighten her down. Not going nowhere, it's on, we're good. Clean up some of this grease. And yeah, ready to do the other side. And thanks for watching. Hold on, I have a recap. All right, here it is with the skis back on it. I see there's a little bit of a toe-in problem. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but this ski here looks like she's towed in a little bit. I'll address that later. But skis are on, everything's moving, looking good. Sled's still looking mint. I guess in the next video, I'm gonna pull the rear skid and see how much torching and stuff we gotta do on that. But yeah, we're getting there. All right, so I was able to get both ski bushings off the old junk rusty skis and salvage them. Got the new little rubber bushing things. Both skis are on, you've seen that. The next video, we're gonna rip apart the rear suspension and see how terrible that is on this sled. But I wanted to show you what I got. I'm gonna find it in all the tools, but place, let me tell you who it is. Fowler Parts Service. Fowler Parts Service in Ogilvie, Minnesota. I'm gonna try to show you this. I don't know how good that'll show up, but I'll try to I'll put it in the comments, name, address, and all that. He's got a lot of new old stock parts. I don't know if it's just all Articat or what. I didn't get that far. We talked about that sled, and then we started talking about Mud Truck because he also runs Mud Rhythm. So he had in stock, brand new, with key, complete ignition for this thing, $16. I wasn't gonna look around forever to try to find a key to fit that for 16 bucks. I said, ship it to me. Thank you very much. But other than that, thanks for watching. Let's try to enjoy the spring, and we'll see you in, I guess, video 5 when I tear the rear end apart. Have a good night.